Hello and welcome back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. Hope you're all doing very well out there and that you're enjoying the weekend so far, and that I hope that you will have a good coming week as well. So first of all, as you will probably be very much aware, the treasure hunt event will be coming to an end on the 12th in 2 days' time. And we actually had, which I wasn't aware of, they were doing a daily event on social media where they were giving you clues to get a code. And I want to thank Sorrow, another content creator who had been following this, and I actually watched him this morning on my actual content creator channel, and got this code to be able to share with you. So if you haven't already got it from him, hopefully what I'm about to put in you can get from me today. So if we go down into the help section and then go to reception, make sure that you do this all in caps. So basically it's ARR, and then we're putting in pirates. So you'll have to bear with me because I'm just going to follow what the code is that I wrote down. Right. Right, now that should be just it. Right, so the code has been claimed and the reward will appear in the mailbox. So hopefully you did get that. If you didn't, I will just... So this is what it is. So I'll just put it there long enough for you to take a screenshot if you need to. So it's ARRPIRATE treasure, TREASURE and X, which obviously marks the spot, all in capital letters, and to just put it in the redemption code in the help area. Okay, and then obviously just press claim once you've done it. So what we then need to do, I'm going to go down to we actually saved, so we'll go down to Dazzle Beach. And then just do it in its sort of full context. And basically, this is what it is. Just, that's what it is. That was what the code's for, is that. Now, I did see actually in a dream snap the other day. So somebody had already managed to get this code somehow. And so I don't know whether it was actually leaked out already. I do know that it was mentioned to me, and that it was said that, you know, the code shouldn't be input until the 12th, just to be sure, so that it didn't get erased. But obviously it was completed, I think, yesterday. So essentially you should be okay, and you shouldn't lose this if you've done it by putting this in. So because it's been completed on the social media event. So but basically that is essentially what it is. I don't know whether this is to kind of make up for those that are not able to complete the event, but essentially if you don't complete the event this year, I don't know whether it's going to be coming back next year, but essentially I don't know if there is an option for you to go to somebody else's valley that's completed it and actually get the item from. I don't even know if you can put it in. In fact, let me go to the Sunlit Plateau and see if I can actually put the item in Daisy's shop. It's not something I've done, but I mean, essentially, I know that you have to buy more of these from
Ever consider a career in design? You have marvelous taste.
Right, so I can put this here. So I would assume that you can actually. Sorry, I shouldn't be showing that view. But basically, I'm assuming that you can come and get it from another player, as it's now on display here. So.
Rise and shine, everyone.
What I'll do is basically I know that I believe that you can only come and visit my so as long if you've only visited through multiplayer, I think you can only visit the Daisy store if you visited once through multiplayer. So I don't know whether you can get it via that way. I honestly don't know. Honestly, I'm going to be honest and say I think it's a waste of time. It has to be one of the worst events that I think that they've done, just to get a touch of magic item that you can't even use in a dream snap. So right, anyway, moving on from there, let's get to what we've actually come here for. So what I wanted to do here is try and create a garden. That's what I was thinking of doing, create a garden, but what I want to do is I want to move these over a little bit. So that there's a bit of a thing for the you to get through when getting to the garden. Now obviously what I want is to kind of do my sort of like farming bit up to here. So let's just take these out first and then relocate them to where. Oh. Don't know why it does that. I really don't. So what I want to do is these actually go underneath these. So I'm going to put these here like that. That only works, so that's probably why I didn't do that there. Doesn't work there, so that's pointless doing that there. Pointless doing that there as well. So that's fine. So what I need to do I might actually do some hedges here. I think it's in this one, or I could be wrong, and it could be in. No, well, it's not that type of hedging I need, and I think these are going to be a little too tall. Yes, they're going to be a little too tall. Okay, not a problem. Right, for the moment I'm not going to go all the way down. I just want to go. It's done it again. Well, I just want that as a marker to the garden, and I think I'm going to use these. Actually, let's use these ones. Right. Okay, so let's move this back slightly. I think my biggest issue is going to be with this is they don't interlock. Yeah, that is the biggest issue, is that they don't lock, I should say, whereas these do. Oh, hang on, I just thought I do have another option. What am I thinking? Right. might actually be just. Let me just go to foliage. I might have it just in there. If not, I'm going to have to just search for it in outdoors. Yep. Okay. I can't. Oh, okay, there we go. So some of you may have noticed that I got Figaro. Not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of cats, and Figaro has proven the reason why. Because yesterday, kept scratching my avatar. So anybody that saw me do the hints and tips yesterday for Dream Snaps, you'll see that it was scratching at me. Right, so I do have these. Trouble is that they may take a lot longer to put out than, but they don't interlock either. Right. Okay, it'll be quicker and probably far easier to just use these. I'm probably going to need to go down to Scrooge as well to get some more. That's why it kind of irritates me. You can't just have the other versions of the shop on the islands. Right, okay, let me just save that. Okay, so basically, my sister and I kind of threw out some ideas, and garden was suggested. I don't know where I'm going because Scrooge is over here. And I kind of thought on it, and
I hope there's no
I thought,
leak in my money bin.
you know what? And it's kind of as macabre as it might sound. Hopefully it's in Alice in Wonderland, and I can just. I did think of doing a cemetery, because most English English or British villages do have a cemetery within. Oh, of course it's not in Alice in Wonderland. Why would I think it'd be that simple? Have cemeteries within them, obviously along with a church, but I don't have the tombstone things that come along with Jack Skellington, so I And I thought, you know what, I kind of prefer the idea of the garden after giving it some thought, because it's a lot more cheerful.
It's pretty great how nice you are to everyone.
Right, okay, so these are shortened versions. I'll just get 10 of these because I don't think I'll need a lot of these, but these are the ones I'm going to need the most of. So I'll get 30 of these just for now. One more just to round it up to... I'll only get 20 of these because I won't need that many. I'll round these up to 20. Okay, so don't think I need anything else. So I don't need anything else. Anyway, what I think of it, and while we're just going back up to the island, this whole because they've been focused so much on doing this our Pirate Treasure X code thing, it has kind of apparently appears to have prompted a rumour that there might not be an update this week coming, but I will emphasise it's just a rumour, because as there's been no release date announced, doesn't necessarily mean to say that that it's not happening, because right, okay. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to move this over slightly because it tells me that the house that's just next to the blue one is going to make it complicated. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm going to move these over slightly. Just so that we've got enough room to get in and out this bit here. course I didn't go far enough when I did that. It's amazing, isn't it? Right, okay, so let me just check that this is...
Good morning. Wonder what Goofy's up to.
So they've...
Those night thorns are the worst, am I right?
So I think this is going to be quite a big garden. Right, well, I certainly cannot guarantee that I'll get this finished today, but there certainly is time to do it in the event that the... I mean, I certainly believe, well, I'm hoping that, you know, that we will get the update this week. I mean, it would be certainly foolish of them not to do the update. Right, I may have to... Oh, no, I think there's enough from there to get it. Right, before I do that, let's just align that better. I probably should really have actually put the outline of this all up before I did this, if I'm going to be honest. Right, of course it wasn't going to align properly, but we have the outline. Right, okay, so as you can see, after getting Figaro, I got suggested the actual Isabella from Encanto items, and I actually took the opportunity to get them because I really loved this floral tower. So now I kind of like the idea of this being in here. What I need to do first... Oh, actually, I might just have enough. I don't... Let me just check first. Fencing. I might have to go with the idea of this fencing. Okay, so first of all, let me just let's see how it looks. Actually looks all right, but I might, instead of having the wood there, put some paving. Do I have that? Yeah, I kind of like the idea of the gravel paving, and then maybe because I'm thinking of actually widening this up a little bit, this area, because I want to put some benches here. And then maybe, because I'm thinking of taking this away, it's here. The reason I'm doing that is because I would like to think the only thing I can do here just see if this works.
So much fun here.
Sorry, I know I wanted to, what's it, a garden, but I want to try and create the illusion that this is going underneath and then comes out through into this here. I think I've got to do it another way. Right, sorry about this. I should have been fully prepared on. You know, I had this idea last night, and I just.
Hope you have a bull market day.
Right, okay, so let's. I know that this is going to be in foliage, so let's get some more of this while I'm here. I don't need, right, so landscaping, right, I don't really think I need really any more of those. Right, okay, I don't need any more of those. Let's get... I don't use very many of these, so I won't get a lot of those for now. Probably going to end up getting more of this, but if I do have to do another episode of this, I will literally make sure I do the little bits beforehand. Alright, okay, so foliage. Literally could have just got it all in foliaged. It's going to be an outdoors, isn't it? Um, I'll get some of these because so I'm sure that comes under Mulan. Right. I don't really want that. It's effectively useless. Don't need that. Right, so I think I've got everything now. At least for the moment, anyway. I think this is... So I've just made him a bit richer. Right. I know it said just save, but... Okay, so... I think the only way I can do this... And as odd as it looks, is to make this look like now I will probably more than likely extend this a little bit. For the moment, see for that or hide it with some floral stuff. That's probably what I'll do, but for now let's just focus on this. Right, okay, so Okay, it's not going to work with that one. Is this smaller? Yep, that appears to be smaller. That is not going to work, is it? Okay, will that work? Yes, that will work. Right, so doesn't make sense to have that, does it really? So what no, actually, it does make sense to have that, but not the way I did it. Although a muddy path would be a better idea. Right, so that kind of makes sense. Right, so what I need to do now is get outdoors. Probably suspect what I want is going to be way down the bottom. So this. I didn't actually find what I was looking for though, that's the trouble. I don't know whether it's because I was going too fast or it's because it's just not in this section. I don't think it's in this section. I will leave this out for the moment though, because a moss base somewhere is going to be useful. I'm not actually sure that that type of clock's going to be right for this. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. I went right, because I was going too fast, I went right past it. Right, okay, so now I've done that, I'm going to create right, okay, so and unfortunately this is where we come to the end of the video. Right, well, I'm not gonna you know, there is still enough time to complete this before the next what's it, so what I'll do is I'll put the outline of the water bit around this at least before what's it, and I mean this bit here is going to be literally the where I'm going to do the gardening bit, or the you know, do harvesting and things like that. So I'll be digging some more areas for that bit. So I mean this basically you've got the idea of is going to be sort of like what's it, so this I'll continue down here, and this should more or less come up to kind of here, and I'll probably fence this off somehow, probably with this here, and I want to expand this here furthermore to maybe about here, so that, you know, but I'll put some sort of like tabling out for the snuggly duckling, and I'll probably expand the tree line to about here for the woodland area, but we will complete this, and I want to kind of create a bit of a garden in here somewhat. I don't want to do too much around this area if I can, so I mean I will need to put something in here for sort of like fencing and sort of like that kind of stuff. yeah, so I'll get at least the outline of these bits here going round to start off this bit at least. But I will do another video more or less, well, today, so that it will go out either tomorrow or Tuesday before the update, if we have one. Either way, it will be out in the next couple of days after today. But thank you very much for watching. Until the next episode, goodbye for now and happy gaming.